Hi, fourth graders. I am trying something new, so it's a little bit crazy. Let me click on this one real fast. Yay, here I am. Okay, so today I am going to be giving an online writing lesson for the classification essay that you need to do this week. So before we start, I need you to make sure you have a few things. I'm going to tell you what they are, and then I need you to go get them. The first thing I need you to have is paper. Second thing I need you to have, pencil, obviously. I need you to get a marker, and then I need you to get sticky notes. You can get 2 colors or just 1 color. 2 colors would be awesome, but if you only have 1 color, or if you only have like index cards, or you need to cut up a piece of paper really fast into 8 or 12 squares, do that. Okay, I think that's everything you need. Obviously, you need an internet, and obviously, you need your Utah Compose. Okay, pause this video. Go get your stuff. Meet me back here in a few seconds. I'm serious. Go get your stuff. Okay, now we're moving on. Now the first thing I need to tell you is that we're going to work on 3 things today. I got to look at my notes here because I'm not magical at this yet. The first thing I'm going to do today is we're going to create our graphic organizer so that we can write an organized essay. The second thing that we are going to do is we're going to look at that prompt today and make sure we are writing about exactly what we need to be writing about, not something that's like close to what we should be writing about, but actually like way over here in crazy town land. And then the third thing we're going to do today is we are going to start going through some of our sources and start taking some of our notes. It shouldn't take more than 15 minutes today. I'm hoping you'll be even a little bit shorter, but let's get started. Okay, I'm going to switch my internet over here. I'll just be tiny in the corner. First thing I need you to do is I need you to come over here, or I need you to go to Utah Compose. Got it? You can just follow along in the screen. Just follow along. Don't actually go there. All right, so I'm going to log in. There it is. It's taking a minute. It's a lot going on right now. Okay, I'm going to sign in as a student so you guys can see what it will look like on your end. You're going to hit your 4th grade period 1. Then, you're going to come up here to your practice section. And here we have antelope classifications. Okay. Oh, guys, now here we are. Here's what we're doing. We've got to create our graphic organizer. This is where you're going to take your paper and you're going to create your organizer with your marker. So I'm going to take your paper, take your organizer. Oh, Mrs. Herrick, I don't remember how to make a graphic organizer. Fear not, I have got you covered. Remember this, guys? Okay, there it is. Let me see if I can show it to you differently. Fit width, maybe at 100%. Close enough. Can you guys see that? There you've got your title at the top, your prompt questions, then your hook, then your thesis, your information, and your conclusion. Let's review that real fast, guys. Remember, 4 parts of a strong essay. Clap, clap, clappity-lack. Okay, we have our hook, topic, instruction, conclusion. Okay, guys, that is what I have right here. I've got room for my hook, my thesis, I said topic, I meant thesis, information, and my conclusion. And then right at the top, I've got the questions. This is what I'm going to do to analyze my prompt to make sure I'm answering the right questions. So quickly, pause your video, get yours copied, and you can borrow mine for inspiration. Got it? I'm serious. Do it. Now, make your graphic organizer with your paper and your markers. Okay, we're moving on. Next thing, we're back to Utah Compose. So that was number 1. We got our graphic organizer done. Number 2, we've got to analyze that prompt and make sure that we are going to write about the correct stuff. So I'm going to come back here to my prompt, and I'm going to start reading right here. We are listening for what this prompt is asking us to do. What is this prompt asking us to do? And then we are going to write down right there in that top section what that prompt is asking us to do. Here we go. Write a compare and contrast essay based on last week's science. Start your essay by talking about classification and how it helps scientists separate things into groups. Wait, that's the first thing it's asked me to do. talk about classification and how it helps scientists separate things into groups. Okay, I'm going to write that down really fast. Write it on yours. I'm going to write it on mine. I'm going to write mine in text or it's going to look like a little kindergartner wrote and it's not going to be good. Okay, here we go. What is classification and why do scientists use it? Okay, guys, that's our very first thing. Let's see if we can make that a little bit bigger for you all. Shall we? Maybe not. Write yours down while I'm making mine bigger. Text size, maybe 16? I don't know. How do you feel about that? 18? Beautiful. Okay, I'm going to go back to my prompt now that I've gotten that written down on my graphic organizer. And I'm going to make sure that I haven't missed anything else. Okay. Then, right here, compare and contrast the different animals you learned about last week. Remember, you learned about mammals, reptiles, invertebrates, amphibians, fish, and birds. You could compare two groups of animals, like reptiles versus amphibians, or you could compare two animals within the same group, like octopus versus squid. Once you have decided what to write about, find information on the internet to write your essay. We recommend using the information from National Geographic Kids listed below and or Wikipedia. You should be able to score 25 on this. Okay, so now, what other question is this prompt asking me to do? How do blank and, are you writing this down? Blank, compare and contrast. And I wrote blank and blank, guys, because I haven't decided what I'm going to write about yet. I got to do some research to find out what I am interested in. Okay, so we're looking good. Our prompt is asked two questions. What is classification? Why do scientists use it? And how do blank and blank compare and contrast? Your essay organizer is written. Step 1 is done. And you have analyzed the prompt. Now we're going to go back to this prompt and we have to make a decision about what we want to write about. So off the top of your head, what are you thinking you want to write about? Do you want to do a reptiles versus amphibians? Well, let's go to National Geographic Kids and get some more ideas. We are going to open in a new tab so that we don't get this all over the place. It's opening. All right, there we go, animals. Okay, we got all the animal types from that week of science. We've got mammals, birds, reptiles, amphibians, and invertebrates. Okay, I'm thinking about this, and I like my essay to be kind of easy. So I was thinking, what if I just compared and contrasted two invertebrates? Wouldn't that be so easy? And then what if I just chose two of the ones that were actually on here? Because then all the research is right there, guys. Okay, so I'm looking through here. I got the black widow. That would be fun. Christmas Island red crab. Dung beetle, for those of you who like to talk about stinky, dirty things. Hissing cockroach. Ooh, if I did hissing cockroach and head louse, compare and contrast, I can see those are kind of similar. So that would make stuff to talk about that's similar and stuff to talk about that's different. That'd be interesting. Giant squid and jellyfish. Those are kind of similar. They're both in the ocean. Honeybee versus ladybug. Those are both insects that fly. So those would be easy to compare. Ooh, monarch butterfly versus Luna moth. Those would be cool. Octopus. Octopus. I wonder if you can make a purse out of an octopus. That's irrelevant. Octopus versus nudibranch. Those look like they have some similarity. Like, peacock mantis shrimp. Guys, this is one of my favorite animals in the entire world. Definitely gonna do this. Okay, peacock mantis shrimp versus, I don't know, it lives in the ocean. It's got pinchers on it. What else could we do that was kind of similar? Ha! Christmas Island red crab. Okay, I've decided. So I'm going to go back to my essay organizer, make your decision, and instead of blanks, I'm going to erase those. How do peacock mantis shrimp and what is it called? Christmas something. Let me check. Christmas Island red crab. And Christmas Island red crab. Compare and contrast. Now, guys, I'm going to walk you through this entire essay using the Christmas Island red crab and the peacock mantis shrimp. If you want a challenge, choose 2 of your own, watch the video, and use the skills. If you feel like, oh, Mrs. Erica, I'm kind of just like a beginning reader and I need more support, then just do the same thing I'm doing. That will be the easiest. But for those of you who know I got this, I just need a little bit of support, choose your own. Okay, so I got mine down. Now I need to think ahead right now. Look at here, my organization. I'm going to ignore, that's weird. I'm going to ignore my hook for a while. I'm going to ignore my thesis for a while. I know that I've got the information. That's the most important stuff. It's going to take the most time. And I'm going to start thinking, how do I want to organize this to address all these questions? First question, classification, why do scientists use it? I bet that could fit in 1 paragraph. I bet it could. How did peacock mantis shrimp and Christmas Island shrimp, red crab, wow, all the words, compare and contrast? What if I did a compare here and a contrast here? That would be good. And guys, remember the umbrellas? The umbrellas are our main ideas because they cover everything in that paragraph. Get it? Okay, just for those of you who might not have been in my class learning that with me. All right, so I'm starting to think ahead. I think I've got a paragraph on classification. I've got a paragraph on how they compare the 2 animals and how they contrast. And then down here, I'll have my conclusion. All right, step 1 is done, guys. We have created a graphic organizer. Step 2 is done. We have analyzed the prompt. We know exactly what we're doing, and we're not going to miss any of the things that we need to take care of. Step 3, time to do some research. Okay, the prompt told me to use National Geographic and Wikipedia. So I'm going to start there. I'm going to go back to this National Geographic right here. And I think I'm going to start with my Christmas Island red crab right there. And guys, get your Post-it notes out, okay? Get them out. If you have, or index cards, or your cut up pieces of paper, this is a new skill that we're moving into. You've never seen this before, but I did it with Grace, and I was like, oh, this is genius. Okay, also remember it from when I was writing in 5th grade. Okay, here we go. So I got my Post-it notes. I'm going to put all my notes about Christmas Island crabs on orange. Got it? Okay, now you're going to write on actual Post-it notes, and I am going to write on sticky notes that are digital. They will look like this. There they are, guys. Can I take that back? Can I do all the Christmas Island on green? I'm doing all the Christmas Island on green. Okay, so I have my sticky notes ready to go. I'll write digitally. You write on actual Post-it notes, and we're going to take some notes about the crab. Now, anything interesting, facts about the crab, we are just going to write 1 fact per Post-it note. All right, going through here. View slideshow. Oh, they kind of like take over. And they're crossing the street. All right, let's get some facts going. During migration, red crabs climb over and around obstacles in their way, following the same migration paths every year. You could compare this to a turtle if you wanted to. Don't, that's confusing. Don't do that. Christmas Island red crab. Christmas Island red crabs are famous throughout Australia and the world for their bright red color and for their spectacular annual migration. Guys, I just got 2 Post-it notes. Watch this. Get your Post-it notes ready. Post-it note number 1. I'm going to write a CC on the top because I remember for Christmas crab. Got it? Okay, they're from Australia. Perfect. And now I want another one. A completely different one, guys. Don't write them all down on the same one. I'll show you why later. Just trust me on this. Christmas crab, they migrate. That's cool. All right. Pause if you need to, but I'm going to move on. Down here, type, invertebrates. Diet, omnivore, size, 5 inches. Guys, those all get their own Post-it notes. Here we go. Here's a new one. CC. Invertebrates. Okay, next one. CC, diet, equals omnivore. Guys, I'm keeping these super short and easy. Another one, they are 5. Oh, CC.